Welcome back. You got your chips and cheese disappearing, and I know you're excited. You want to show your friends, your family, but you don't know what to do. Well, guess what? I'm going to show you in this exercise how to export your animation to video. We're going to use Adobe Media Encoder to compress your video, and then I'm going to show you how to upload it to Twitter. Within just a few minutes, you'll be sharing your animations with the world. All right, so back in Animate, we have our disappearing nacho cheese animation here. And what we want to do now is export this to video. So what we're going to do is go to File, Export, and I'm going to choose Export Video. Now we have a few options here which I'll go through quickly. We have the width and height of our video. Right now it matches the width and height of our stage. So if we wanted to make a smaller video, we could change the width and height. Ignore stage color allows us to have a transparent background if we needed that. But right now our entire background is covered by the photos. But what's very important is this convert video in Adobe Media Encoder option, all right? Adobe Media Encoder is a standalone application that ships with Animate and the Adobe Creative Cloud. And it's going to allow us to convert our video files into a number of different formats. And we can either tell our video to be a certain amount of frames or a certain amount of time. And right now everything we're doing is frame based. So we're just going to leave selected when last frame is reached. Now we have an option to save our video somewhere. So I'm going to browse to a particular folder. I'm going to go on my desktop where I have my Animate CC for Everyone folder. And inside my nachos folder where I'm working on this project, I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to hit export. All right. So Animate does some stuff. And then what you're going to see is that Adobe Media Encoder will launch if you don't have it launched already. All right, so here's Adobe Media Encoder. I'm not going to be able to give a full tutorial on all the ins and outs of Adobe Media Encoder, but what I want to show you is that over here in this queue, we have our Carl Nachos MOV file, okay? So Animate created an MOV file, and what we're going to do is take that file and convert it to a different format. Now, why would I want to do that? Well, let me go on over to my Finder, and I want to show you that in my nachos folder here, this is the MOV file that got exported out of Animate, and I want to show you that it's 152 megabytes, all right? As an MOV file, that's really pretty ridiculously big and not the kind of thing we'd want to send in an email or post on social media to people. So what Adobe Media Encoder is going to do is allow us to convert this MOV to a different file type. So usually what I do is I just want to make sure out of all these file types here, I like to select H.264, okay? You get a great amount of compression here, and you still have visual clarity, and you're going to have a very good file size. And then pretty much you might just want to double check to see where that file is being saved, and it shows that it's being saved in our nachos folder, so that's all good. So all I really have to do now is once I have H.264 set as my format, I'm going to go hit play, and what that's going to do is go through the queue of videos that I want to convert. All right, power users may have 10 or 20 different videos here that they have set up for conversion, and then when they hit play, it goes through all of them. Right now I just have this one video to convert, so I'm going to hit play, and then Adobe Media Encoder is going to do some stuff. And we're done. All right, so it can be a little confusing for first-time users. You hit this play button, you saw some things flash down on the bottom of the screen while it was encoding, and then now it's done. Well, what we want to do is go back to that folder that we were working on, and now you're going to see that I have this MP4 file here, carlnachos.mp4, and you're going to see that it's only 2.6 megabytes. On the Mac, I'm just going to hit spacebar to preview it. And there we go. We have our video file. It's relatively small. It's insanely smaller than that MOV file. And now it's ready to share. In Firefox here, I have my Animated Ads Twitter account open up. I'm going to use this because I'm only going to annoy 16 people. Everybody who's following me there, you're the best. So what's happening? I'm going to say, hey, I just made an export from Animate and Adobe Media Encoder. And let me just do this. We're going to say test 1 because another test is coming up. I'm going to click on the image button here, And I'm just going to navigate to my Animate CC for Everyone folder, go into Nachos. I'm going to select the MP4. I'll hit Open. I get a preview of my video. Isn't that awesome? I'm going to close that out. I'm going to hit Tweet. And there we go. My tweet has been published for all 16 people to see. Awesome. I just showed you how to share an animation with the entire world. And guess what? The stuff you're going to be making is going to get better and better. Yep. Sorry, I got frozen there for a second. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to automate the process of exporting your animations through Adobe Media Encoder directly up to Twitter. It's going to be really quick and pretty cool. See you on the other side. Normal Dadini.